tuned in to Why Believe.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually writing a book on lucid dreaming right now, so it should be out soon. And I've been practicing again for the first time in years. But I think it's fun and it's beautiful because it's literally like accessing a new reality, a different dimension, the astral dimension or the lucid dimension. And it's a beautiful thing because until we experience it, it honestly sounds ridiculous. It doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound possible. It sounds like fantasy nonsense. But then once you do have that experience, it totally blows the lid off of what you view as real, what can be real. And that was a big transition in my life when I was younger, is when I had my first lucid dream. It was the first time, because usually I have a more philosophical but scientifically grounded mind. And if I, like you said, if I can't prove things or understand it scientifically, I have a hard time accepting it. And that was the first experience where I realized coming back from it that science can't explain this, that I can't take anybody where I just was to test it, but I did experience it. And so it was a very overwhelming and beautiful experience. And I think that's what a lot of people have when they have their first astral projection or lucid dream, is they realize, holy shit, I just entered a new reality. How is this possible? And it opens up your mind far more than many things can.
So in that new reality, what's there? Is there trees and food and things like that? Or
have you seen the movie Jumper?
No. What's the link to that?
So it reminded, at least my experiences, because everyone's experience is different in the realms. The realms are kind of created based on either what you want or what you're subconsciously thinking, kind of how dreams are too. Yeah, you're kind of entering into these spaces and you don't really know what to expect. It can be different every single time. But yeah, they do have landscapes and all these crazy things and entities and stuff. But I always compare it to Jumper, because Jumper is this movie from about 10 years ago. And this guy essentially has the ability, whenever he looks at a picture of something or has an image of a place in his mind, he can instantly teleport there. And so if he looks at a picture of, say, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, he can go there right away. And then he's in Italy looking at the tower. Or if he sees the Himalayas, in a picture, he can go there. Or if he visualizes San Francisco, he can go there instantly. And so I think of the lucid realm and the astral realm too, once you get better at it, is you can kind of build this frame before you even lay down a dream of what you want that landscape to be. And when you end up going lucid or having a projection, you enter those spaces more often than not. So it's kind of like you're creating that space for yourself. But the first times, it's honestly just like a mystery box. You have no idea what to expect or what you're going to see at all.
So is this imagination, or is there really something that is controlling it, or we can create worlds for ourselves?
That's the thing, is I don't have the answers to that. And for me, it's not even about answering it. For me, it's more interesting just to experience it. Could it possibly be a wholly different dimension of consciousness than the human experience right now? Possibly. Could it also just be a kind of different mode of neural circuitry that happens versus dreaming, and yet it's not anything majorly different? That's possible too. But I honestly don't know. The thing with me is that either way, the experience itself is bar none one of the most interesting things you can experience without the use of drugs or any kind of inebriant to change your reality, right? Humans for tens of thousands of years have been utilizing psychedelics and different compounds to alter their state of reality. We always feel like we rely on an external object to help us alter our state. So when you actually alter it for yourself, by yourself, without any external factors, it's a really, really revolutionary and new experience. It's unlike any other experience I've really had before or since.
To see more videos like this, subscribe today.